Ken, come on in. Ken is a labor organizer with the Upper Northeast Tennessee Council, affiliated with the AFL-CIO, and I think Dennis talked about this. Dennis talked about it a little bit earlier. I think something we need to absolutely pay attention, and the council and Ken in his work have been working hard on that, is the breakdown from the Trump administration coming on the VA. We know the VA is already underfunded. The VA was doing better under Biden, just so you know. Things were getting there. And Trump is breaking everything, and in particular labor union contracts. And that is something we need to fight for, we need to be aware of, and Ken is doing the work. So tell us more about this, and please give a round of applause to Ken.
Thank you. It's good to be here. It's a great diversity of people. It's what we all need to be. America's strength is its diversity. Labor unions have always known that. And some people have misconceptions about the union. I'm sorry. I'll thank you about what you're saying. But one thing you remember about the word union, first three letters are you and I. That's all it is. It's you and I. It's all of us. And I'm a member of Pipe Fitters Local over here on South Rome Street. I'm third generation. Somebody in my family's been a member of that local since 1943. And the local's been there since 1921. But we've grown a lot. We train a lot of people, and we train everybody. We don't discriminate. And everybody, if you make the effort and get the accreditations as a Department of Labor certified apprenticeship, you get your raises. That's all we care about. You learn, and you work, and you come out debt free. We use no federal, state, or local tax money. It's all paid for by our contractors and our membership.
It's just mentally.
What I'd like to say is that the Labor Day tradition was brought forth by FDR and the New Deal Democrats. They formed a Department of Labor. The first woman that was over federal department, Frances Perkins. And when she was over the Department of Labor, her name's still on the building right now in D.C. She was out with the workers, walking with the workers on strike. And that's just how it was. And Roosevelt gave us the National Labor Relations Act, which gave every American worker the federal right to organize and voice a vote in their workplace. And then he created the National Labor Relations Board to enforce this. The Trump administration has basically declared the federal departments basically right to work. Right to hire, right to fire, 4 cause and no cause, right to work for less. You have to have no reason to dismiss you. He's in favor of national right to work, always has been. And of course one of the first things that Hitler did when he came to power was bust the unions. And he took possession of their property, took possession of their monies, which is all their pensions, annuities, things like that. The Nazis took it over. If you watch Trump, to me, if you ever read Mein Kampf, that's his playbook. That's what he's going to do. And the only way to stop him is the ballot box, if we get to go to the ballot box again. And it's like something I never thought I'd see, but it's here, and it's for real, and it's coming. It ain't gonna stop till we stop it. And I just don't. I don't know what to say about some of this stuff. I've never seen it. The only way to stop him is at the ballot box, and he's already figured out ways to rig that, gerrymandering, and all that good stuff.
I won Texas. I got the highest vote in the history of Texas, as you probably know.
and we are entitled to 5 more seats.
But the congressional map is not tied to presidential races. It's historically tied to the once-a-decade census.
But what the previous speakers have said, we need Democrats in local offices.
Yes.
County commission, city commission,
We need money.
school board. Yeah, we need money too. I worked the elections in Sullivan County. I live in Sullivan County. And people came up to us asking, where's the list for the Democrats? And we had no list to show them. That was just terrible. They would, you know, looking for something different. I'm also on the county equalization board, which, Washington County did this a couple of years ago when they reassessed your property, right? And y'all got a huge property tax increase. Okay, we did the same thing. We're the board that the people, the homeowners come into, and we try to get their assessment back down, okay, to help them out. But what I know for a fact is those county commissioners were threatened day in, day out. They're all Republicans, every one of them, day in and day out to be voted out. So they're not real stable right now. And all it takes is a few good candidates, put somebody in there for the people instead of business. Thank you. 80% of the county commissioners in Sullivan County own a business. They're not going to legislate for us. Sullivan County has a debt problem. Even though we got $30 million from the American Rescue Plan from Biden, they ran through that because they had to build the jail, they had to build the high school, but they've given away the store in tax tips. The Pinnacle up there in Bristol has a tax tip to 2040. That hotel in Bristol that collapsed, they had a tax tip on it. That new car dealership going in Kingsport City Council gave them $500,000 tax tip. Sullivan County Council gave them $500,000 tax tip to Mitch Walters, who has 6 new car dealerships in 3 states. He's a millionaire. They risked in there, put those people out of where they're living, and now they're building his new car dealership. Those tax tips were designed for small businesses, mom and pops starting out, to give them a boost for a couple of years, right? So now Sullivan County not only has debt, they have loss of revenue. And it's not going to change because they all own businesses. So we put different people in there. And the thing about it, when they came in there for the assessment of the property, I'll tell you this. Some people's assessment went up 100%, some up went 150%, some of them went up 300%. One person I know of, her assessment went up 15%. Harshbarger. That figure? That figure? And like in Sullivan County, the high school, the jail, everything, 80% of what's built over, 75%, is built by one contractor, J.A. Street. J.A. Street's brother is a Sullivan County attorney at every meeting. It's all like this. We've got to break it. But I'll leave you with 2 more things and I'll get out of your way. As far as Labor Day tradition, the term redneck, right? That comes from this right here. Larry Mountain, West Virginia, 10,000 coal miners out of a strike. And they all came in on flatbed cars from the railroad, from New York, Pennsylvania, and the reporter said, there's just a sea of rednecks here. So a union member is the original redneck. Jimmy Carter in Habitat for Humanity, he had that red bandana on, he's a friend of labor. And one more thing and I'll leave you. The definition of a scab. Okay, a scab, if you have a union card or a union member, is a person that goes in and his sole purpose is to weaken that union or get rid of that union. And that's all his purpose. That's all the reason he lives. He'll cross your picket line, he'll take your job, and he'll rat you out to the boss if he can, if he has anything. But to me, the best definition of scab is this right here.
go.